Hello, my name is Kix and welcome to episode 1 of my Formula 1 career. We start in 2011.
Thanks for giving up your time and welcome to Formula 1. My name's David Croft and I've been getting lots of tweets from your fans at home who want to know a bit more about you. Now, you were rumoured to have several contract offers on the table. Can you finally confirm who you're going to be driving for this season? Finally, following on from a pretty intensive pre-season test, great stuff. I look forward to seeing just how you get on in Australia. So good luck.
That is right. Force India sign Duck Kicks. According to a new posting on the Force India website, Vijay Mallya has revealed they have signed F1 newcomer Duck Kicks as a driver for the forthcoming season. Vijay Mallya stated he was excited by the team's drive lineup and was expecting some good results early on to set the benchmark. Many in the paddock will not have heard of Duck Kicks, so it's seen as something of a gamble by the Force India team. Teams announced this year's driver lineups. A complete list of drivers has been announced for the new F1 season, including this year's rookie driver Duck Kicks. Will Duck be able to make a positive impact at Melbourne, or will it take him a few races to get used to the car? Formula 1's new rules. This year's F1 sees a number of new rule changes. DRS is new, and KERS has returned. The ability for drivers to amend the front wing is no longer allowed, but DRS and KERS are sure to make the drivers' cockpits even busier. And so here we are. We have some emails. Hey Duck, welcome to F1. Blah blah blah. Duck just wanted to welcome you to Force India. Yeah. Duck, welcome to Force India. Yeah. Hey Duck, as usual, the start of a new season is an exciting time. Blah blah blah. Ducks, here's the team's objectives. You're expected to qualify at least 15th and finish no lower than 12th. These are fairly reasonable objectives, so you should be able to achieve them with this car. I've also included the weather report for this weekend. Practice clear, qualifying clear, race clear. Nice. Albert Park Grand Prix Circuit, first stage of non-championship Formula 1 event in 1953. The first officially sanctioned FIA Formula 1 World Championship event to be held at the circuit took place in 1996, and the track has hosted a Formula 1 event every year since. Set around the man-made Albert Park Lake, the circuit is one of the few street circuits within the Formula 1 calendar. It utilizes a combination of public roads and purpose-built track to create a bumpy high-speed circuit containing short fast straights and 16 slow to medium-speed corners. Albert Park is known as a high-speed track where cars regularly reach speeds in excess of 300 km per hour. This makes it particularly hard and brakes, described by some as a pint and squirt track. Drivers must learn to cope with dramatic understeer and loss of traction if they want to master this track. And let's choose my helmet. This one looks good, but is there a better one? It does not appear. Nope, this is the helmet I will be using. And now let's look at the calendar. So we start with Australia, then we go to Malaysia, China, Turkey, Spain, Monaco, Canada, Europe, United Kingdom, Germany, Hungary, Belgium, Italy, Singapore, Japan, South Korea, India, United Arab Emirates, and finally Brazil. So let's get into Australia. Here we are about to start my final flying lap in Q3. I'm currently P5, and let's see how this lap will go.
30 seconds left in the session. brakes are at optimal temperature. That's 5th on the grid. Well done. Nice result.
And so here we are for my first race in Formula 1. Webber is on pole, I start 5th, my teammate Sutil starts 17th.
So, your first race. Don't worry about your finishing position. Just get a feel for the car and concentrate on having a clean race. Good luck.
It's lights out and away we go. I get a great start as I overtake Button into turn 1. 3 wide. Managed to go around the outside and now side to side with Lewis Hamilton. The run down to turn 3 is having a look at Alonso and he pushes me onto the grass. I managed to stay P4. I gained 1 place in the first 3 corners. Now we got Hamilton ahead, Button behind. And the 3 cars ahead have already started to create a gap. And the 3 cars behind us have made a gap to the cars behind them. Button's going to have a look down the inside and he takes P4. If we can try and get a switch back, we cannot. Into the penultimate corner, we have a look down the outside, but just a look. And so after lap 1, we are exactly where we started, and now we've got Rosberg looking to go around the outside. We defend the inside and keep the place, and he's got Massa behind him. And Massa overtakes Rosberg, once again defending the inside line. Got a bit deep into that corner that allows Massa to have a little look down the inside. But he hasn't overtaken us yet. Now coming up to turn 11 and 12. Will Massa have a look down the inside here? He will, and he takes P5. And now Rosberg around the outside or the inside. And neither. He's going to stay behind. And our race pace is clearly not as quick as our qualifying pace. But that's probably because the AI may have used the default 8 laps of fuel, whereas I underfueled with 4. And we have a screen freeze. But we continue into lap P3. Rosberg right on our gearbox is going to have a look down the outside. We defend the inside and keep the position. And we go deep into turn 12 and Rosberg hits us as he overtakes us, but no damage. And we are down into P7. Can we have a look for a little switchback maybe? But he's managed to keep the position. Look down the outside of the penultimate corner, but we go too deep. We do, however, get DRS.
Guys have run the numbers and we calculate that Rosberg will be pitting within the next 2 laps.
We go wide on the exit of turn 5 and spin, and we lose our front wing on the wall.
You've lost your front wing. If you can nurse the car back to the pit, we'll fit a replacement.
So that means we are going to have to box on lap 4 instead of lap 8 when we were planning on boxing. And we came out of the pits in P23 and immediately started catching up on Kovalainen in P22.
That's Kovalainen, go for the overtake.
Can we go down the outside here?
Okay, you're in his dirty air, you've lost some front end grip.
He defends the inside.
Trying to overtake it.
And we try round the outside of turn 11. And we make the move stick. Next up is Timo Glock. Having a look down the outside of the penultimate corner, but too far behind to do anything. We get DRS here, and we can instead try go down the inside at turn 1.
Just enter the pit lane, DOC is stopping now.
Oh, that's a nice clean overtake right there. Jarno Trulli is up next.
Running on the prime tyre, we have an advantage here.
As we have another screen freeze. Too far back to make a move into that corner there, so we're just biding our time and maybe trying to go around the inside actually into this corner. He defends the outside and manages to make it stick. And then, like with his teammate, we go around the outside at turn 11. That was a nice move. And now next up is Karthikeyan. catching up to Karthikeyan here. And can we get a move done into turn 11 once again? As he defends the inside here. He keeps that place, we stay. And instead of going around the outside at turn 11, this time we're going to go down the inside. And we get the move done.
That's 18. You're now in 18th place.
And here we are, lap 10 now. These tyres have really worn off. There's almost no grip at all as we get a corner cutting warning there. We are supposed to box on lap 11, but these tyres are gone as we are just behind Michael Schumacher now. Can we have a look into turn 11? No, because the car is sliding as the tyres have no grip at all. And now Maldonado is going to make a move on us into turn 11. Down the inside, and Maldonado takes the place.
The numbers and estimate that Schumacher will pit within the next 5 laps.
And the tyres really lost grip there, and we spin at the penultimate corner, and we decide to box a lap early because these tyres are gone. Then nothing much happened until lap 12. What happened on lap 12 and a couple of the following laps was we actually set the fastest lap. At this stint, nothing much really happened until the end. As you can see there, a 1:28.2. Here we are, lap 16, catching up once again to Schumacher. It's supposed to be boxing on lap 18 for a third and final stop of the race.
We think Schumacher has an issue with his engine. Keep pushing.
And can we have a look down into the penultimate corner on Schumacher here? We try, but is too far back to do anything. But we do have DRS into turn 1. Not going to have much an effect from back here though.
Your tyres are really starting to wear. Watch the grip levels.
As my engineer tells me, my tyres are worn, but I can feel the tyres are worn as I'm resting the car around the corners. As I slide around turn 5. I am in rich mix here as I'm trying to get past Schumacher, look down the inside, but too far back to really do anything. And my engineer tells me to box this lap, a lap early once again. And we slide, and we spin again at the penultimate corner. And we go in for a third and final pit stop. And here, nothing much happened, got lapped by Button, and then we had a few cars that we lapped ourselves. Set the fastest lap as well. No, Button set the fastest lap. That time we set the fastest lap is a 1:27.6. That time Alonso sets a 1:26.6. And now we get into the back markers, overtaking, lapping a few cars. And lapping the cars was pretty uneventful until this lap here, 26 of 29, as Glock lets us go past quite simply. Next up, Karthikeyan. You have to cut the corner slightly to get past him. And then D'Ambrosio is swerving all over the place as we try and lap him. And nearly caused a collision. But we do, on the next corner, manage to get past. And we get a corner cutting warning for good measure. And once again, the next two laps uneventful. But then, just as we finish the penultimate lap, you can see I'm sliding all over the places. Once again, the tyres have lost grip. And just a few seconds after we crossed the line, Fernando Alonso has won the race. The car is sliding all over the place. And we've got half a lap left now until the end of the race, and it looks like we're going to finish P16. Coming up to the penultimate corner. And that's another spin at the penultimate corner. And now around the final corner, and finally across the line to finish our first ever race in Formula 1. So the race results were Alonso, Webber, Button, Hamilton, Rosberg, Vettel, Heidfeld, Kobayashi, Petrov, Sutil, our teammate, getting P10 and 1 point. Schumacher, Barrichello, Alguersuari, Maldonado, Perez, Kicks, Buemi, Massa, D'Ambrosio, Karthikeyan, Glock, Trulli, Luzzi, and Kovalainen, and Massa DNFing in the Ferrari. And so, Alonso is leading the Drivers' Championship after race 1, and McLaren 27, Red Bull 26 and Ferrari 25 points in the Constructors' Championship. With Williams, Toro Rosso, Virgin, HRT and Lotus all on 0 points.
Tell me, what are your hopes and aspirations for the current season? And do you have any personal objectives that you want to achieve? Do you think your performance this weekend was a true reflection of what you and your car are capable of?
I have been Kix, and I will see you next time for race 2. Goodbye.